Hey guys, it's Adam from the Dimensional Gamer Squad here, bringing you with Battle of the Beasts episode 39. We Lustor the Acid Dart versus Shamani the Raging Flame. But now we have Lustor versus Shamani. Now my prediction, Lustor is the larger beast. So yeah, that's my prediction. I just need to figure out how to get my alphabet right. So, oh my god, I generally can't remember the alphabet. Oh god, that's embarrassing. Oh, there we are. 247 for Lustor. Shamani, where are you? 192. Yeah, Lustor is the larger beast. So, unsurprisingly, this battle will take place in the Central Plain. Since Lustor took place in a rather hot area, Shamani took place in a rather coldish area, but not really. So I'm going to say the Central Plains for the final battle, round 1. Man, we're finally at the final battle. 39 battles in. Wow. So let's go right into this. So they're in. Okay. Slight pause here. I'm just going to say, earlier in the series, I said that Series 10 beasts can't go into their night forms, because that's kind of unfair. For basically the Series 10 beasts have 2 lives. It's like me saying, oh yeah, it'd be unfair if I give Epos unlimited lives because she's a phoenix. But I decided that I wasn't going to use the night forms for the Series 10 beasts. And I wasn't going to use the regeneration part thing for Epos. So I'm going to stand by that. And even though they're both beasts from Series 10 and they could both use their night forms, I'm not going to go that way, simply because even if they were allowed to use that form, it's pretty obvious which beast will win, or which knight will win. Because I need to explain this after the battle, but it's still really obvious which one will win, whether the knights are involved or not. So I'm not going to involve the knights. Lucas is going to be really annoyed with me because he's the one that actually wanted the knight forms to be in this fight. Because, yeah, 2 Series 10 beasts. But I'm not going to do that because, well, if I didn't do it for the other knight beasts, I understand they weren't against each other. It would just be kind of unfair. So I'm not going to do it. No, I'm sorry. I don't really care what you think. What I say is final because well, I'm hosting it, so yeah. So let's get right into the Central Plains. We open up to Shamani just prowling around the Central Plains, trying to cover himself, but doing a really bad job because he's just burning the dried up grass all around him. Lustor is also prowling around the Central Plains, trying to find a beast that he can kill. This is going to be a bit of a Hunger Games reference. He looks up to the sky, knowing that there should be 39 beasts left, realising there's only 40 beasts left. And in the sky, this is the Hunger Games reference. It says which beast has already died from the hands of whatever beast. And Lustor realises, and so does Shamani, that they're the only beast which hasn't appeared there yet, saying that they haven't killed anybody or they haven't died yet. So they realise that they have to go against each other. So that's the Hunger Games reference. Names in the sky, but yeah. That'd be actually pretty cool. Okay, so they realise that they have to kill each other now, despite kind of being soulmates, teammates. But Equinus had to kill Luna. Okay, so it's not a complete loss for word. It's not a complete loss. It's just something. Okay, so when they turn their attention down to the ground to try and find each other, they realise that they're directly in front of each other, like maybe a few meters away from each other. So Shamani starts meowing, I guess. So meowing, I guess, and starts charging straight towards Shamani. Lustor just stays where he is, inflates his neck with a bunch of acid and shoots it out in all directions in front of him, causing Shamani to recoil back to try and avoid all this acid, which he does, but Shamani's too slow to avoid Lustor's whip-like tongue, which is also smothered in acid, to hit Shamani. Now, we're going along with the aspects that fire can cause acid to explode. Like, me and Lucas had a conversation about it yesterday, and we were like, does acid explode? And we actually do not know. So, because this isn't like the regular liquid acid. I'd say it's more like the, not liquid, but not solid kind of acids. Like, it is spreadable, but not as fluids like as hydraulic acid or sulfuric acid. It's like just let's say it flows like lava. That's what that acid does. Let's say I don't know. Like, for some reason, me and Lucas agreed that hey, if acid explodes when it comes to contact with fire, let's do it. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So oh wow, okay. So Lustor whips his tongue at Shamani, but doesn't actually hit him. Instead, just flings a bunch of acid directly at Shamani. The acid doesn't come into contact with Shamani, but it comes into contact with the flames around Shamani, causes mini explosions to go all around Shamani, which is causing the pain on Shamani. Man, how many times am I going to say Shamani? It's like I'm going to say Shamani in every damn sentence I talk about Shamani. Wow, I need to shut up now. Yeah, so... God damn it. Okay, so Shamani, after getting all this explosion stuff done, starts charging straight towards Lustor, avoiding the acid puddles that has been made from his neck spurt. And right before he's about to come into contact with Lustor, Lustor just does the same neck-like thing again and shoots another bunch of acid going into the sky, to the ground, in front of him. And Shamani isn't as lucky this time because he gets hit by one specific jet of acid, which makes a big explosion on Shamani, causing Shamani to go flying that way. Just not even like a little push, like full on, whew, like a Team Rocket's blasting off again kind of thing. Like, he is gone, like, just, God, he is gone! But after a few minutes, Shamani regains himself and starts charging towards Lustor again. And Shamani has a bright idea of what he's going to do now. Before he gets to the start, when he gets to the start of the acid puddle, he crouches down and pounces up as high as he can, which he does. And what he does is he flings his tail in. He starts landing directly above Lustor to try and hit Lustor, so they both get caught in an explosion because Lustor's covered in acid. And so he spins his tail around. So Shamani spins his tail around like a helicopter kind of motion, going down onto Lustor. Lustor takes that as a challenge and gets a bunch of acid in his throat and mouth and shoots it out of his mouth instead of his neck, or whips it around with his tongue, going directly towards Shamani. It causes a major explosion. Sorry, but the speed in which Shamani is swinging his tail around is just pushing that explosion backwards into the acid and into Lustor. But what Shamani didn't realise is that his flame is slowly going out because acid is kind of liquidy. So the flame is slowly dying out on Shamani. And Lustor notices this, and it starts with his back left paw of where the flame is suddenly starting going out. So what Lustor does, he fills his he dips his tongue into the acid jet, which is still firing out, making it smothered in acid, shoots his tongue and wraps it around Shamani's back left leg, let's say, causing Shamani to stop swinging his tail in pain. And as soon as he stopped swinging his tail, a bunch of acid came flying directly towards Shamani, covering Shamani in that acid and also causing a major explosion. And I'm not even, and I mean major, like, you remember the Terror versus Tremor battle where Tremor basically uprooted the entire forest? Basically, Shamani and Lustor created a huge explosion that burnt away so much grass. Like, I can't give an accurate representation of how much grass is burnt away, but if I was to say let's say it's a large enough shape for a huge. No. It's a large enough shape that covers the inside of the Roman Colosseum. Let's say. Yeah, the Roman Colosseum. So, from that huge explosion, they both fall over in pain and shock from that explosion. Shamani is the first to get back up, feeling very pained and looking at his back left leg, noticing that some of his fur is burnt away and it's just replaced with a bunch of red all over the place because that's his blood. Shamani tries to reignite his flame, but it's not working. Shamani has lost all of his flame. Lustor gets back up, a bit dazed, and starts building up another pile of acid, but realises he's not building up as much as he did. He shoots it out towards Shamani. Shamani's too slow to dodge it, but this time it just doesn't do any damage to Shamani. If anything, it just tickles Shamani's back. So both the beasts realise that they both lost their powers. Lustor has lost his ability to shoot acid out, and Shamani just lost his ability to be a raging flame. So literally, it's just Shamani versus Lustor, not Shamani the raging flame versus Lustor the acid dart anymore. So Shamani charges at Lustor in anger, and Lustor gets ready to take this shot. Oh, also Lustor is the larger beast, so I think we already agreed on that one. But Shamani charges towards Lustor, getting ready to pounce and dig his claws into Lustor. But what Lustor does, he sticks his arms out, grabs Shamani by the head, and just has to reach for Shamani to scratch at Lustor, and Lustor digs his claws into Shamani's head, and then drops Shamani to the ground. Lustor looks up and sees Shamani's name in the sky, killed by Lustor. Shamani is dead, Lustor is won. If you disagree, please leave in the comments down below. So to end up this video, what I'm going to do is a bit of a refresher for you guys. And, oh god, don't want to drop this book. And I'm just, you're going to need to bear with me for a sec, because I'm going to, hold on, you're going to need to bear with me for a sec. Because we're going to have a bit of a refresh for all the beasts that made it through to round 1. Because I know Lucas will be watching this video, and he's the lucky person that gets to do all the matchups for the next battle. For the next round. So, lucky him. So, going in numerical order, we have... hold on, I need to actually get all these right now. I'm generally crouched down on my floor just so I could get all this. Okay, so Cobra goes over there, Marker goes over there. Okay, so now I got all this numerical stuff sorted out. Okay, I'm going to be going down onto the ground a lot because that's where all my stuff are. That's where all the books are because they don't fit up here. So it's too big. We have, in round 2, we have Ferno the Fire Dragon, Tegus the Horseman, from Series 1. Series 2 has Zephyr the Monster Squid, Sultra the Stone Charmer, and Vipero the Snake Man. Man, what was I thinking to get Vipero through? For Series 3, we have 3 beasts this time. We have Torgor the Minotaur, Naga the Sea Monster, and Tusk the Mighty Mammoth. What? Tusk? Oh yeah, Tusk beating Claw. Yeah, so, okay, Series 4, we have Equinus the Spirit Horse and Blaze the Ice Dragon. Not a big army, but just as many as Series 1 has. Series 5, now I'm honestly surprised. Looking at this from a technical standpoint, after Koldo and Amictus aren't through, I'm like, wow, really 4 of them? We got Crab, Master of the Sea, Hawkeye, Arrow of the Air, Rock the Walking Mountain, and Tremor the Earth Lord. So, yeah, moving on to Series 6. Now, I'm just really upset about this, because we have Komodo the Lizard King, and Vespic the Wasp Queen. So we've got a King and Queen through in Series 6, but there's one slight problem. One's weak, and one's probably going to die due to a very unfortunate matchup. So, yeah. Okay, so that's Vespic for you. Okay, Series 7. We have... Oh my god! Oh my god, if Convol beaten Komodo, we would have an entire team of 6 here. Because we have Hedian the Fiery Foe, Crestor the Crushing Terror, the Beast That Shall Not Be Named, the Midnight Warrior, Edict the Lightning Horror, and Carnivore the Winged Scavenger. All these beasts deserve to make it through, apart from one. But yeah, moving on. We have Series 8. And we have a team of 4 here this time. We have Balisk the Water Snake, Koron Jaws of Death, Hexen the Body Snatcher, and Kronos the Clawed Menace. I'm so glad Bloodborne Torno aren't in this one. I hate both of them. Series 9 only has the... if Ursus was here, I'll be like, I have all the Series 9 beasts that has the original, the old cover on it. But no, we have Silver the Wild Terror and Torpix the Twisting Serpent. So, my favourite snake beast and Lucas's favourite beast in general is through. Series 10, we have 3 beasts this time. We have Noctilla the Death Owl, Lustor the Acid Dart, and Voltrex the Two-Headed Octopus. You killed Sepron, you monster. Okay, now that I have enough beasts where I can actually have them on my desk, I don't need to bend down this time. Wow, okay, so you can actually see these now. So we've got the Series 11 beasts. We have Tarok the Bloodspike. Yeah, the Bloodspike. I'm actually not happy about that one making it through, but it beats an Arcta, so. Serpia the Slithering Shadow, and Tauron the Pounding Fury. So that's interesting, I guess. Series 11, oh damn it. Series 12 brings Kajin the Beast Catcher. He finally caught a beast, but he had to kill it because it broke through his net. Vigrash the Clawed Eagle. Okay. And Merca the Ice Horse. Okay. Okay, now on to the final 3 beasts that made it through. And that is Slivka the Cold-Hearted Curse, Linka the Sky Conqueror, and... I'm not even going to lie, probably the one that's going to win, Koba, Ghoul of the Shadows. So, yeah, looking at all these beasts that made it through, wow, we had 39 battles in 37 videos. So, looking at these, I generally think Koba's going to win. But if he does get an unfortunate matchup where he may lose, then, happy days for the other beasts, because they might actually win this time. But with that being said, that is all for this time. This is the last episode of round 1. So I decided let's make it an extra special one. Because either way, I'm going to do a recap of the beasts that'll be in this round. In round 2, which they are. And one more thing before I actually end the recording. Because I even know I already said this all for this time. The battles for round 2. They're all going to take place in the same area. It's going to take place... spoiler alert if you haven't read Mortax the Skeleton Warrior. But it's not exactly a spoiler alert. Because, well, it's only the area on which Tom fought Mortax. The fight is going to take place in the combat arena that was built up from the ground in the Central Plains. So, thank you, Lustor and Shamani. You actually came into use. So, that's where all the battles take place. And, yes, I know there's some water beasts here, but we're going to have the battlefield change its environment in there to fit, like, a jungle or, let's say, a river kind of thing. So then all the beasts will actually stand a fair chance, or kind of thing. So maybe a lake. I don't know. But, well, like I already said, that's all for this time. If you liked what you saw, leave a like, leave a comment. Don't forget to subscribe. Press the notification bell down in the corner below. I'm looking forward to round 2. And I'll see you next time.